All right, so our bell ringer we're working on today. You got the This I Believe out, right? We're doing the 5-minute quick write about your feelings on public speaking in general, okay?
So we had done a project last quarter that they had to present for and speak publicly to a larger group, and I noticed a lot of kids were visibly anxious and afraid up there. So I thought I have some time at the end of the year. Why not do a whole unit on public speaking?
Okay, so you guys can use your notebooks. You can pull up scrap paper up here, or you can type on your phones. Remember, if we're using our phones, it is for that purpose only, okay? And what I'd like you to do is just kind of summarize maybe your initial thought in a sentence and just share it with the person next to you, okay? Go ahead.
I like public speaking. It gives me a chance to share what I think with other people.
You like public speaking, Emily?
Our public speaking unit, last one of the year, okay? It's going to be kind of quick, but hopefully we can get some, good practice in, good exposure. So it kind of leads me into why we're doing public speaking. All
This
right?
is a huge barrier for a lot of people. People I know, colleagues, even adults, it's very difficult for them to public speak. So I had to think about, okay, what are my expectations and what do I want them to be able to do, and how can I capture that? And what are the different ranges of difficulty and challenge in expressing themselves? So whether or not it's to a small group or just to me by myself, or not even, if that's like outside the box and not even give it to people, but put it on a video.
Okay, and I see some groans. So, in order to eliminate those groans and to eliminate those fears, we are going to get some goals that are geared towards us, right? Our individual needs, what we need to feel more comfortable going into this. So I have the following goals posted around the room. Think about your response to the bell ringer and comfort level with public speaking. Choose a goal that is, and I'm going to say realistic, yet challenging, something you can strive towards. And then you're going to pull one of the tabs. So if you look around the room, I have these things posted. Right, the first one, by the end of this unit, I will be able to deliver a speech in front of the whole class. That's kind of like that big step, big goal. Next one, by the end of the unit, I will be able to deliver a speech in front of a partner or small group. The third one, by the end of this unit, I will be able to deliver a speech to Mr. Costa. That is over on my chair. If you want to do that, you can pull a tab. So that's basically saying you're not comfortable in front of peers, but maybe in front of me you are. Then by the end of this unit, I will be able to deliver a speech on video. If you're not comfortable delivering a speech to people, right? If we're groaning about giving a speech publicly, things are changing nowadays. We have more technology. It could be possible to do a webinar, right, where you're giving a speech to people electronically. So if you want to do that one, you can come grab a tab there.
I chose small group. Sorry, what'd you do? The partner one.
Yeah, it's easier to speak in front of a smaller group than a bigger group.
The goal of the lesson was to more or less zoom into tone and word choice, giving a speech, and considering the audience and, what tone and what word choice is going to best reach that audience.
Alrighty, I said I wrote my own This I Believe, so I'm going to share that. It's actually posted up on the board. But does anyone want a just kind of paper copy to follow along with?
So I wrote 2 versions of the same kind of speech with the same idea because I wanted students to first look at mine and look at my word choice,
so I'm gonna
tone,
stand
and
over here. This is gonna
audience
be my
in
podium.
mind, and think about how I changed it from speech to speech.
Options, help them self-regulate and allow them to set and accomplish challenging goals and objectives.
So the first one was more towards teachers, and it was much more in detailed and explained it more.
And I picked a 6-year-old audience to use an extreme, use hopefully an accessible extreme audience. Not all these learners are in the same place, and they might not all know the precise language for some of the things they're trying to get across. But so taking a more complex idea and simplifying it, I think would be a lot more accessible than taking a simple idea and making it as complex as you could.
Your first task, rewrite and share your This I Believe speech for a 6-year-old audience in mind. All right? if you do not want to do a 6-year-old, maybe you have no idea what a 6-year-old thinks or, feels, you can pick another extreme, right? A grandparent, maybe the president, maybe, you think back and you pick like a medieval knight or a caveman or something. You really got to like explain it. I don't know, something extreme, but something that's gonna, so you don't just take your "this I believe" and rewrite it, right? You have to rewrite it with that audience in mind, okay? So you can use the graphic organizer, or you can just kind of look at it and jot down on a regular piece of paper. I do have a digital copy on my PowerSchool Learning page if you guys want to use one of the laptops and do it digitally. Some more choices: you can share with a partner verbally, or you can record your speech and give it to them when you're getting feedback, okay? And lastly, I can be here if you want me to conference with you or look over some things. We all good so far? Any questions?
Like, how would you explain to accept, like, everyone to a 6-year-old? Be nice to everyone.
Yeah, that's one way, but
What do you feel vulnerable?
And if you
So
swap to
what would happen if I swapped?
if you swap those, oh my
really
God.
make a bad impression to the Board of Education. Like, wait,
So once they were done self-assessing and taking a step back and looking at their own work, they were to deliver the speech with a variety of options to a partner.
Everybody knows that all kids need to go to school, but not all kids are given good lunches. The school lunches in America are not good for you.
Being nice to everyone makes you and everyone around you seem nice, like a good person. Being nice is something to own it and be proud of it.
Every day you have to wake up at 5 in the morning to go to school, but during snack time you're so tired that you fall asleep and miss a lot of good information. What do you do then? Every school should start later and let kids sleep in because kids wouldn't need to.
I think that you did use words that the audience can understand and would find interesting. And you did use words that will capture their attention, but you repeated yourself a lot.
I did, yeah. I said
So
Santa Claus
I don't
like
know
5
if they,
times.
I feel like they would kind of like stop listening.
you use a tone that demonstrates respect for and knowledge of the audience. Yes, because you show that you know the knowledge of it too. Okay, so it was good. Thank you. And then to end it, I think you could probably just have like one closing sentence to wrap it up and then be done.
Yeah. Just like keep it short because
Yeah.
the attention span is short.
All right, so on a Post-it or a sticky note, tell me which unit goal, right, when you took the tab, the bigger goal for the end of the unit, which one you did and why. So kind of like the conversation you had with the partner in your group. And then you're going to post it in a specific place on the stoplight. So post it on green if you think you're ready for that goal today. It's very likely you're probably not, but it's okay if you are, and it's great if you are. You're going to put it on yellow if you're not sure if you're ready. You're kind of getting there, but you could still use some practice. Or red if you're totally, definitely not ready to kind of meet that goal.
What we would do after this lesson is not only finish our work from today, but look at the smaller minutia of public speaking. So we have those ideas and we have those concepts, but now looking at eye contact, pacing, projection, and all those things are important when you're delivering a speech, because if you have something you believe and something strong, but they can't hear it, or they can't hear it, it's not going to reach the audience.